Raptors fans here in Orlando.
Yes, we
What's
are.
the story there?
Well, we're lifetime fans from Toronto.
Got a red Lowry.
Bringing my wife here, making sure she reps the 6. You know how it is in Toronto.
Hey, we just flew out here, get ready to support our team, and we're ready to win. And we got it going. Let's go Raptors, #1, baby! Woo!
All right, so 2 Raptors fans here in Orlando. How'd that happen?
We live in Miami.
We live in Miami. We came here.
We decided to drive up and support our team.
And support our team. No, you boo! You boo! You're gonna lose! You're gonna lose!
Yeah, we came down for the game. We were in Detroit a few weeks ago for the Raptors-Pistons game, and now we're here for the Magic playoff game. It's crazy.
Hey Danny, after a year playing with Pascal, do you think this surprise you at all? Or are you kind of amazed at what he's able to accomplish?
Some of the things, I guess I'm kind of shocked at how he completes them. Caleb will throw a half-court lob, but was catching in there, and figure out what to do when he's up there, lay it in. Pretty impressive. Or some of his finishes around the basket, tough angles where I'm like, damn, I don't know how he got that to go in. But seeing it all year, I said me and him have probably played the most games all season, probably about 80 or so. You've gotten used to it, but I think we've been spoiled seeing him, Kawhi, and all those guys how make it look easy, and I try to do it myself, it doesn't go as well. I'm still working on it, still have some time. It's never too late, I'm getting there.
Down front, Raptors.
Danny, coming over from the Spurs, where you obviously made a lot of long playoff runs, is that something you talk about with the guys at all? Is that something that's ever discussed in the locker room?
We try not to, harp on so much of this is how we did it here, this is how we did it here. Obviously, when they ask questions, we tell them about our experiences. We try to help from our experiences, the goods. Obviously, the bads too. You learn from your failures as well. But for the most part, it's a new team, new organization, different system, different atmosphere, different city, and different players, different guys. You have to adapt and adjust to each person. You can't treat everybody the same or treat everybody like how it was in San Antonio. But we do use those theories, those habits, those principles, and try to bring some of them over that we thought were good, and some of that we can incorporate in what we do, and try to help some other younger guys that could make them be more successful. But for the most part, we don't try to compare and contrast or try to bring everything or tell the group, this is how we did it here, we should do it that way. Because even though it was successful there and we did win, not everything is perfect, not everything is right, or right for that group, or right for those group of people, team, or players. So adapt and adjust to who you have. So take what the good and the bad, the principles, and try to incorporate them as best you can.
Yeah, give me Danny every time. Every time I need to talk, just Danny all the time.
Try to make it easy for you, man.
Thank you.
Let's
Appreciate
go
it.
to Kevin, who's
I'm going to defy your request and actually pass this.
There you go.
How have you improved as a basketball player most prominently this season?
Say it one more time, sorry.
How have you improved, but specifically have you improved most prominently?
I think for me, it's mostly just playing games. Like I think getting more familiar with the game, being on the floor, playing more, and obviously my ball handling, being able to make plays for others, and all that kind of goes a long way and kind of help me navigate through the defense and kind of find open guys or score for myself. But I think it's mostly just getting comfortable, getting more comfortable with the game and understanding the pace of the game and kind of not rushing like I used to do, kind of slowing down a little bit, watching guys like Kawhi, their pace and different things, just trying to get better every night.
Noting that you've only been playing organized basketball for 7 years, are there times where it still seems...
Seriously? I didn't know that, I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
To his amazement, you've only been playing for 7 years. Are there times the game still feels new?
Yeah, of course. definitely feels new, and I think every night I'm out there, I get better. And I think that's the beauty of it. Just kind of like knowing that you're not where you want to be, and like that every day there's something new you can learn. I think that just gets you excited, and for me, being out there, just every single night is kind of like an experience, and it feels good.
Tim, it's right behind you.
Pascal, all the way back to Reynolds with the AP. Can you kind of put into words where you're confident? I mean, you've had this swag, I guess, kind of going on here for the most part, but what's your confidence level right now? Swag and swag. Your confidence level right now, how would you describe that?
I think, it's growing, and I think it helps when you have guys like, Danny and the whole team just kind of like supporting you, and when you got things going, they want to go to you and give you the ball. So like just little things like that kind of like help with the confidence. And for me, just trusting my work, like I put a lot of work in, and every time that I get out there on the floor, it's a blessing, and I just trust my work and everything that it's not like I'm just going out there and doing things that I haven't done. I work on those things every day, and I try to get better. And so just going out there, and trusting my work and doing what I gotta do.
Let's come back down here.
Jason Fleming, Florida Sun. Not going to piggyback off the other reporter, but I've been tooting your horn for a while as well. Yeah. When you have Serge Ibaka, Kawhi Leonard, and Marc Gasol shutting down the paint and doing a lot of defensive performance, does it make it easier to score on offense?
Yeah. You forgot Pascal and Danny Green in that sentence. Pascal does a great job of shutting down the paint too. I've had my fair share of doing okay.
Thank you, man.
But yeah, throughout the season, most of our offense was led by our defense. We created a lot of baskets because of how good active we were defensively, out and running. When you get turnovers, it allows you to have a faster pace on that end of the floor offensively. And I'm more of a transition shooter. I get some more open looks. We get more open, easy ones at the basket, the rim, and layups, and kickouts because defense is not set. That's when you get more uncontested shots. So I think that was a big key for most of us, is hang our hat on that end of the floor defensively, because we knew, obviously, when nights like you don't have good shooting, you still have to find a way to win games, and defense is the way to do it. But because it allows us to run offensively, get easy looks. If we just use our length, communicate well, rebound, and then run, it's going to be hard for teams to get back and be set. It's a lot easier to guard somebody when in a half-court set defense.
Last couple questions to Will in the back.
Will Lou from United Sports Channel. Danny, Pascal, he's gotten a lot of praise for his 30 points tonight, but can you speak to his defense as well? Because, the way the Raptors, you guys defend, there's a lot of switching that's going on, and Pascal is out there defending pretty much all 5 positions.
Well, that's why it's great to have him. It's great for me anyway to play with him on the floor, because I know that it's easy to switch with him. He can guard point guards, he can guard centers, and obviously he does a great job rebounding for us. That's a big part of defense. People don't understand that. With how well they offensive rebound on the other end, Orlando, one of our keys is kind of boxing him out, keep him off the glass as much as we can. And, he's a big part of finishing off the defense. But even before finishing off the defense, he's able to switch out guard, Evan Fournier, DJ Augustine, and then even in the post with Isaac and Vucevic, and making it tough for him. That just makes us that much more dangerous when we have guys like him that can switch down the line and can play all 5 positions.
What can you say about Pascal tonight and how he seemed to get involved in every area?
Yeah. Again, we're going to have to move him up from our 3rd option, I think, first of all. But no, he made a lot of big buckets. He was really patient. Right? I thought he would see a mismatch and he'd wait until he got enough composure or an angle or the right pump fake or whatever. And it's just a really mature play from a young player. And again, he just seems to keep getting better week by week as we go here, which is good for us.
You've come through the G League, or the D League at the time, with Pascal. You guys both have prominent roles with a playoff team right now. When he goes off like he did today and has a monster game, are you surprised still, or are you amazed by what he does sometimes?
Not really. It's it's not to downplay what he does or anything. It's just, I'm used to it. I know how good he is, and I didn't even realize he had 30 or whatever he had.
30 and 11 or 10
it's
or something?
just so effortless and so easy. We've seen him do it time after time, and I know how good he is. He's my favorite player to watch in the NBA, and it's just fun to have a front row seat to watch him go out there and perform.
Now, I love that you're watching game tape with a coach. Why, when you're in a game, can you miss something that's easier to pick up on video? How does that work for a player?
It's just, you only got 2 sets of eyes, and they're limited, and what they can see. And the game's moving so fast, and there's a million different things going on in your mind. And so the film is kind of like the eye in the sky that catches everything. And maybe you can see something that you didn't see or feel, or reassure yourself that that 2 for 7 felt a lot worse than it actually looked, and there's a couple makes away from a really good game. So. Sometimes it's to build confidence, sometimes it's to see where you can be better, and it's just a good tool to keep trying to improve this game.